This is my model Amanda. I have prepared her hair with the Being Fresh shampoo and the Being Defensive conditioner. This is the perfect duo that does much more than just cleanse and condition the hair. It improves the hair fabric, prevents styling product buildup, and controls the oil levels at the scalp, while protecting against hair color loss. This daily use regimen is ideal for contemporary clients like Amanda that love to experiment with their hair while keeping their hair in great condition. Being Fresh and Defensive instantly provides the hair with superior manageability, body, fullness, and vibrant shine, while protecting the hair from environmental and thermal styling stress. The look I'll be creating on Amanda's hair is a modern mid-length bob shape with a loose, raw, torn texture through the perimeter and a weightier feel through the interior of Amanda's hair. I'll be incorporating the Beyond the Fringe technique with the rotation technique to create this look. This is the perfect approach to take with Amanda's heavier hair texture, and as you will see, unleashes the natural movement in Amanda's hair. I'll begin this haircut through the shortest point, which will be in the front bang area. Taking a triangular shape parting, combing the hair down into my fingers, pushing my fingers back into the hairline, twisting around, and extending my fingers so that I maintain length through the front of the haircut. The Beyond the Fringe technique allows me to create perfect beveled graduation with softness underneath. And this is created by the pushing and rolling, because the hair from underneath is forced to travel further than the hair on the top, providing us with the perfect beveled graduation and this wonderful torn, loose texture through the perimeter. Taking my second section on top of my first, working directly over the eye, again pushing my fingers back, twisting around. You can see how that hair is over-directed, and removing this excess length. So with a quick 2 sections through the top and the side, I've created this beautiful, perfectly balanced weight area with this lovely softness underneath. It has a torn texture all the way around Amanda's face. So this is really the best way to be able to control weight distribution and create these beautiful shapes that incorporate beveled weight areas throughout the haircut. This is really the only way to be able to have complete control over creating beveled graduation within a haircut. So on the next side, working the exact same way as the previous side, combing this hair right up flat against the head, on top of my first section, over the eye, pushing up and twisting around and removing the length. And you can see 3 sections, the whole front shape has been completed, and I've retained all of this length and have this really nice jaggy texture and this heavier beveled shape through the front. Now working into the back of the haircut, I've switched from my Delta blades to my Rusk Beta blades. These are a combination weaving and thinning blade and are ideal for Amanda's thicker hair texture. I'm going to begin working through the center back nape area, the large mohawk section, in the same Beyond the Fringe technique, pushing up until my fingers hit below the occipital bone, rolling around, and this time, instead of removing this length, I'm going to retain all of the length, but I'm going to create a really beautiful torn, loose texture through the perimeter, which really will give this a beautiful modern edge to this bob shape. And the beta blades are really the best tool to use when you're working in this type of a method through the perimeter, because not only do they save us a lot of time, but they're a precision approach to texturizing the hair. You have the ability to always see where you're going, working into the side nape area, again pushing my fingers up, following the shape of the occipital bone, rolling around, and again I'm going to be breaking up this section completely in a brick-lay manner, right from my fingers through to the very ends of the hair. There isn't a rule as to how much you break the hair up. You can literally see when you've created enough texture. So you can go back and forth until you have a really beautiful shattered long short texture all the way through that perimeter, and you'll see how it really releases the natural texture in Amanda's hair. Working into my last section on the side, following the curvature of the hairline, pushing my fingers back, rolling around, and again breaking up all of this hair. Now, this is a very important part of this haircut because this is also where the textures marry themselves together from the texture behind the ear and the texture that we've created in the front of this shape. So there's never going to be a stop and a start to where the hair has been cut in one manner through the front and the way the texture is incorporated from behind the ear into the front. So a very, very efficient way to cut hair, a very fast way to cut hair. Look at how quickly we've just finished cutting the entire one side of the back of the head. Now I'm going to move to the other side, and I'm going to work in the exact same manner, starting at the side nape area, keeping my sections very separate, pushing up, rolling around, and again breaking all of this hair up. One of the nicest things about the Beta blades too, as with all of our cutting blades, is that they have this incredible 360-degree swivel thumb design. Now, why that's so important is because it allows us for the first time as stylists to dictate the blade position versus the blade dictating the body position. So I can very comfortably stand and create the look that I want without putting additional strain on my wrist, my thumb, my forearms, or my shoulders. And you can literally add years onto your career as a hairdresser by being able to alleviate things like carpal tunnel syndrome. So again, you can see I've completely broken up all of this hair. And this is precision. You can see where you've broken it up. So it's not like using a razor. This allows you to cut, pull the blade out, and see that perfect texture. Having completed the back, I'm going to come back into the front area of this haircut. You can see this beautiful weight area that we created with the Beyond the Fringe and the softness all through the perimeter. Beautiful shape. And now I'm just going to take it a step further with my Beta blades. I'm going to follow through in the exact same sectioning as I initially started in my shortest point through the bang area. I'm going to work with the same Beyond the Fringe technique, where I'm going to be placing my fingers in right at the hairline through the center front, running my fingers back until my pinky reaches the hairline, rolling around, and this last 2.5 inches I'm going to just break up with the Beta blades. So unlike the first time where I extended my fingers to retain length, this time I'm going to be working